Was it the original web runners only playing?
Yeah.
Or was someone able to infiltrate, like a Viv?
Well, obviously, as I was saying, they are playing as in roles.
Yeah.
So they don't know going in who they are. They obviously know what characters they've selected themselves.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's weird, isn't it? It's like a collection of 9 people, but it seems like it's only relating to the, so to say, what characters they had.
Now, the whole thing of Claire Burton switching last minute could have been a premeditated thing.
Absolutely, yes.
That she said, I'm going to kill this one, and I'm going to switch it out so it makes it look like I was the target. And all under the direction of Viv.
Yeah. Because Viv wrote the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and gave it to Falconetti to organise, and then, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Works out. It's sound logic, yeah.
Yeah. No, it would hold up in court.
In cyber court.
Cyber court. God, that'd be terrifying.
Have you ever seen Beneath the Still Sky? It's like a game show over there. We give 10 points to the prosecution for saying dick butt. Court's in session. Right. Shall we continue then? Let's see what else we can find.
Okay.
So, important to note, we do have the 3 weapons as well, so we can get tooled out whenever we can. But there is stuff for us to see. So let's have a wander around.
Let's go out into the world. So, Falconetti's safe house, Magnana's apartment.
So let's see what things have been unresolved so far.
We need to get into the bank.
Yes.
And see what's in 759.
Yep. So we need a password that our girlfriend would have set.
Yeah. Now, there's no way of getting back to her apartment on this again.
Yep.
So that's that. So we need to go.
Is there something possibly in the newsroom that we can look at?
Her desk.
Yeah. Let's try her desk.
Oh, it's in the newsroom. Anyway.
Yeah, it can go. Yeah. So I don't even know what type of code this thing will need. Let's just assume it is like a password or something. Now I think we've already done that.
It's that calculator thing.
Yeah, that was where to get the bugs. Is there anything else we can interact with? Yeah, that guy.
Huh. Oh, look at this guy. Memo.
Okay, so nothing really in there.
Source for 717 story.
Just and just as a reminder, actually, those are the dates as well. We can check the brain scans.
Oh yeah.
November 16th to 20th. So, just as a reminder. Don't. Mm-hmm. No, we had seen this before, so
yeah, I'm just reminding myself now.
That was soap, so we need to look at that.
So this is George Road. So I presume then maybe these things will be a code.
We could try him. 185621. I'll keep that in mind. I don't know. We haven't really checked the code to see how many numbers there are. So we'll have to wait and see. But
maybe we go back to Tribeca Centre and see the dates.
Yeah, I say we do that next. Because again, we haven't resolved that, and then afterwards we'll try and crack through that bank scene.
Oh
yeah, you look back to
my favourite place in the world.
And yet the belly of the beast. Like the mastermind is right there looking at you walking past.
But like that's the whole thing. You're so afraid to look over, you just walk straight towards it.
It's a sense of danger, isn't it? That's what really makes you excited.
Like the adrenaline's pumping.
Absolutely.
You're walking through the hall. You're like, don't look. What if she sees you looking? She can smell fear.
She can smell fear and blood.
She collects it in bottles.
Then has to throw them out like a fool. You're going back to the elevator.
Yeah. I do realise that.
Try not doing that.
I did.
It is hampering progress when you're going back in the elevator.
But
generally speaking.
Maybe I want to go back in the elevator. Maybe that's my.
Well, maybe
place.
you want to, but I don't.
I'm sure our viewers would love to see us in the elevator.
They can repeat any. I'll do like a 10-hour loop of the elevator if needs be. They can listen to it all the time. Woo! And then do like a dubstep remix. Woo! Drop the Burke ball. You are just wait. I'm still waiting for the drummer to like get his shit together and actually do something.
Just start already. Stop warming up.
You know, Stairway to Heaven. It would be funny if, like, secretly the guy that does the music for all this is Phil Collins, just to really drive home the celebrity.
No, it's a gorilla who thinks he's Phil Collins.
Oh, I can believe that more actually. Okay, let's put in some dates.
Okay, so.
Yeah. So let's try. Yeah, 17, I think. Yeah.
17 of the 11th.
Yeah. Let's try just put that in.
40, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Invalid date.
Oh.
Alright.
16 of the...
Oh, it's an American, so put the month in first.
So it starts at 16 anyway. So
Yeah, 16.
No, 11, 16.
Yeah, 11, 16, yeah.
Super Americans. 40.
Invalid date.
You might have the wrong
Year,
maybe, yeah. I think it's... I'm trying to remember what the name of it is. It's,
Is it 50?
no, it wouldn't be 50, that's too far.
41?
I want to say 27.
I don't think it's 27.
I feel like it is, I don't know why.
No, 11, 16, 27.
Invalid date.
Okay, maybe try... Or maybe just take out the year altogether.
Oh.
Yeah.
Invalid date.
Okay, let's try another one. 11. I think you're away with the one, and then try another date. 17, no.
Invalid date.
Okay, that's interesting. So the first two murders there's no data. Of course, no, because she was still alive. Yeah, sorry, not alive. She wasn't in hospital.
So 11:20.
Yeah, 11:20. Oh, there. Look, see,
Oh.
there is something there. Let's try 11:18.
Oh. Normal.
Normal, yeah. So there's a big spike on 20, which is interesting.
11:19.
Yeah.
That's a big spike
That's a
again.
massive spike on the
Yeah.
19th. And that was when Jordan died.
Yeah. So Stephen Jordan, okay.
Alright, so we did 11:20. Is there any more date? Say, I don't know what date we have. We're on. I think we. Oh, yeah, because. Fucking. What's the name of our fucking main character? Fucking. I'm drawing a blank.
Quinceanera.
Yeah, Quinlan, there we go. He said he was lying low for a few days.
Invalid.
So we've done 11:20. Let's go up as far as we can.
Okay, so
11:21.
1.
Do you have something there? Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay, interesting. So the spikes on the 19th and the 20th, which was when Jordan and Farley died.
Okay.
But interestingly, not on the 3 previous ones.
Okay.
So we have readings for these days, but not.
Invalid date.
Okay, so
Okay.
today is the 23rd. That makes sense.
Right.
Right. So
Okay.
now we have readouts for everything now. So let's escape out. Yeah.
Will we talk to her?
Maybe talk to Paul, because we have to looking at the readings himself now, because
Yeah.
he was saying. There you go.
Did you notice what I did with Catherine's EEG readouts?
EEGs, you got something on?
Maybe. I don't know what to make of it, though. Catherine's increased brain activity seems to correlate with the Ripper murders. On each day the Ripper is killed since Catherine was attacked, her brainwave activity is spiked.
Well, that's peculiar. I suppose it could be a coincidence.
Yeah, right. And the Ripper's actually a nice guy. If I were you, Doc, I would check the system Catherine's interfaced with. It may not be as secure as you think.
Are you suggesting the Ripper's getting at her outside the system?
Or Catherine's getting out.
Ooh.
Under her condition, that's not possible.
Viv works
You have
here.
a very
Yeah.
She would have
sensitive
coats
boss.
that is shit.
Now that's interesting that he's even like throwing suspect on his own girlfriend.
Yeah.
You see how like bit salty he's got now since she was trying to steal his
Doing
story.
stuff. Do we go in and talk to her?
Yeah, go for it. But you know what? That was kind of interesting how she brought up your theory about potentially someone walking through Catherine.
Yeah.
That was interesting. I'll just skip through that. There we go.
Oh.
Ah. Oh, here we go. This should be good.
Okay.
Who was Josie Dorset?
Remember, she has a laser cane with Jay Dorset on it.
Yeah.
Why did they kill her? Why did they kill her?
Catherine. Who was she?
They killed her. Why did they do it? Why?
They.
Why?
Catherine. Who was she?
She was my mother.
Oh.
She was my mother.
How can that be? I mean, your name is not Dorset.
How? Maiden name. She went back to it after my father left and they killed her. Why did you make me remember that day?
And you know what that is? Motive.
Yeah.
Alright, things are getting pretty complicated here. 15 years ago, Magnata, Burton, and Ed used to play this virtual reality role-playing game based on Jack the Ripper. In the last game they played, someone got killed for real. That was the Ripper's first victim. I mean, this goes way back, further than we thought.
Kills her mother.
And
she's
Viv,
gone back.
knowing this,
Yeah.
makes her a scapegoat
Yeah.
and gives her a motive. Now, the plot has just thickened there, Bert. Well, I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah.
Getting rather thick. So now, let's have a look at our Ripper picture and see if anything interesting comes up.
Yeah. There's a sink and a load of hooks there for drying glassware, but no glassware to be seen.
Yeah, it's not the greatest lab in the world, in fairness.
No.
But then again, when you're dealing with a lab that wants to deal with psychic damage,
Ooh.
that's a ugly picture.
I think it's quite fetching.
No, I can't really make out who it's supposed to be.
Carrot Top?
You know, I was thinking more Conan O'Brien, but like really like rapey Conan O'Brien. Okay, so we're nearly
Okay.
there. Now let's move on then to the bank.
Right, so we need to try this code, see what type of code it is.
Yes.
Pan Financial Bank.
Right.
Wasn't quite as prepared as I normally am.
So I think I remember the code. I think it's 1658. No, it's 185621.
Is this what? Wait, this.
Yeah.
One.
Let's see how many. 1, 8,
56.
21.
Yes!
We are acing this part. What have you got here?
Oh, whack!
Object scanned into database.
Is it her whack? Oh no, it's not. It looks interesting anyway, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Whack it out.
Whack this out. Database.
Did you do circuit manual?
Oh, there it is. Electronic ledger.
Okay.
Summary of cash transactions between Berman Limited and Simeon Technologies. Full account summary at Wellspace at address Berman 4.
Okay.
You know that
So there's a.
It's in cyberspace.
Okay.
Berman 4.
So I presume that's the.
Berman Incorporated one, the actual, like, you know, the bank logo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I presume that's the password then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Berman 4. So
Back to the
back
fucking
to the newsroom.
cyberspace!
Yay!
Got it.
We have a very strange CD drive, in fairness.
Yeah, you just have to hit the CD into it and hope it works.
That's how old PCs used to work, because they were all like made out of like plastic shit.
Do you remember floppy disks?
I try to forget floppy disks. And they weren't even back then. And like the old one or the new ones weren't even floppy.
I know.
The old ones were floppy.
Exit cyberspace.
So Berman is over this way.
Yep.
So as I
Weapon
remember.
3.
We have that.
Got that.
And there it is.
Here we go. Okay.
Now. Wait for it to come up.
Aw.
So Berman 4. This is the bank.
Of course. It's
You know how?
Gringotts.
Yeah. You know how online banking.
Oh, is this a memory test?
It's match 2. So now you have to march. So I remember this puzzle myself, so I'll help you out. Essentially, right, you have a whole lot of barcodes here, right? And you have to imagine that each, this is all split into 4, okay? So there's 4 sets of barcodes.
Okay.
And basically, like, they all have, the barcodes are split into 2 sections as well. So if you click on one here, let's say, yeah. So you see there you have something that begins with 7, 6.
Yeah.
And you have something that begins with 3, 3, 4, 2, 8.
Yeah.
Now, we kind of have a matching set with these guys here. So that's what you're trying to get, basically. You're trying to get, like, matching sets of these 3, 3, 2.
So that's not a matching set, even though the 3, 3, 3.
Yeah.
That one, oh, okay. Oh.
You see what I mean?
This one. This one. That one. Nothing? Or are there 3 of them?
There could be, I think there is 3 of them. I think you only need to get 3 of them. And then it just cracks open then.
Okay, so those 2 are the same.
Yep. So keep them in mind. Let's try and find the other one. No.
No. Wait, which side? These 2?
Yeah. Now I don't know if they randomize each time, but just click them to make sure. They don't. Okay, that's cool. So it's a process. So we found 2 of them. We found a matching 2. So let's try and find the 3rd one.
Wait, there.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Okay. Okie doke.
No.
No. I know, I'm just trying to think.
Yeah.
No, it's A4. No, okay.
Yeah. But let's work on the 2 that we have anyway and see if we can get something that looks the same as it. Have we tried anything in the top corner?
Just over here?
Or maybe the second one beside it? No. I'd say we go through now some of the ones that we haven't seen and see if there's any there. So
Did I try the first one?
I might have done it myself. Let's just see. No.
Okay.
I say we just like, instead of clicking on those 2 together, let's just click through a few of them and see if we find something that looks familiar. No. No. I do think that the actual puzzle is to find like a matching trio as opposed to like a set of 2. So it could be the case that the 2 we have there there's only 2 of them available.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like that's.
So we only have 2. Okay. So let's.
Oh, I wasn't even looking at any of the others now.
Yeah. There's a matching. There's a pair.
Okay. 3, 4, 1 more.
There's a pair.
I know this
No.
was before.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice one.
Item downloaded to WAP database.
Whack.
Nice. That's it. Let's have a look. Summary of recent transfer of Simeon Tech. All payments verified by Simeon corporate officers.
I can't really read that.
Yeah.
Subject to moment of death. Subject 1, organ failure. Subject 1.
Are these bodies?
Yeah, core memory.
They are.
Yeah.
They're corpses.
Okay.
To account administrators from Office of the President of Financial Bank, obviously not the state American president,
Yeah.
be advised that the recently established Berman account is the property of Berman Limited, which is itself a wholly owned subsidiary of Pan Financial. This information and all information about Berman is classified for all but those employees with the highest clearance. All any violations of the secrecy should be immediately reported to this office. Now, did you notice that there were payments there was documentation of payments in Falconetti's book?
Yeah.
And it was mentioning a fellow called Vigo.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what this is involved with. So it's coming from two different sides about payments. So, it's time for us to go and meet Mr. Vigo.
Right, so where do we find him?
I believe he is in the Café du Champs.
Okay. He's just suddenly turned up there right when we need him.
Yeah, if actually, it was explained, like, I think, previously that he does hang out there.
Right, okay.
I think he should be here now. Shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, he's not there.
Oh.
Perhaps too early.